In the meantime, the Trump administration is getting ready to announce what it is calling Economic D-Day, an operation designed to completely isolate Iran's economy. Here to give us some analysis on all of this is General Jack Keane. General, good morning to you. Thanks for coming on today. So it looks like President Trump is deciding to hold off on kinetic military action, at least for now, and he's opting instead to try to strangle Iran economically. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has a big announcement this afternoon. Here's how he is teasing it. He says, quote, "We're now entering the end game. At dawn begins an economic D-Day, the single greatest financial offensive ever marshaled against an adversary. Our objective is to sever every economic lifeline that sustains the tyrannical regime until Tehran stands alone." General, what do you think of the strategy here?
Yeah, well, if anybody can do this, it's Secretary Bessent. He comes into this position with lots of experience, lots of determination, and obviously he's really very smart and clever at how to do this. Countries like Iran and Russia have always developed a workaround to sanctions. We have known that. Even countries that are abiding by the sanctions, after a few weeks, they have a tendency to throttle back. And it really takes U.S. enforcement and supervision, day in, day out, hour by hour, to make certain that those sanctions are really being executed. And that takes a whole team to do something like that. I'm assuming he's putting together even a larger team, more like a task force, to be able to accomplish this. What he's actually saying here is that all trade and all business with Iran will stop. That's what he's trying to enforce here. I don't think that has ever been tried before. If anybody can accomplish that, in my judgment, it is this man. And just to give you a sense of how complicated this is, Pakistan and Turkey, in the month of August, this very month, have entered into an agreement with Iran to increase their trade. The UAE handled all of their financial arrangements for years, all during this war period. And that adds the complication to it. Now, the UAE has voluntarily severed all relations with Iran. And our audience can say, well, why is this? Why are the allies supporting them? Why are our partners supporting the Iranians like this? And the list is much longer than I described. Well, they take the note from us. For 50 years, we've had an appeasement strategy with them. We tried to make deals. We did all sorts of things with this regime. We never confronted them until this president did. And that, yes, that's going to take a behavior change on their part, Bill. They're going to have to cooperate, and we're going to have to get tough with some of our allies and the partners to make sure they contribute to this isolation of Iran. The second and third parts of this is the blockade, which we've talked about and how successful that is. All of the revenue sources that Iran gets from trading through their ports is shut off. And then the third thing, and we're talking about the success it's achieving, is opening up the Straits of Hormuz off the coast of Oman. The task force from the 82nd is doing that for the CENTCOM commander, and they're increasing that traffic through there. 200 last week, 150 the week before, less than 100 the week before that. All moving in the right direction. Still a far cry from 130 ships per day transiting through there. I'm sure the market is seeing the trend is moving in the right direction. So we're on a path here to bring Iran to its knees. That's what Secretary Bessent has in mind. He actually talks about it collapsing. The truth is, nobody knows. Where is Iran coming from? Bill, they fundamentally, this is their leaders who run the place. They believe they can outlast the United States here. They don't care about the suffering of their people. They're willing to make sacrifices themselves, likely. And they consider victory surviving. And if that is the only thing that you want to achieve here, they're going to go as far as they possibly can. They don't even know themselves how far they can go. We're going to find out here as we move down this path. And if they do what I think they're likely to do, which is increase the violence to demonstrate that this plan of President Trump's is not working prior to the midterms, then the president will respond very decisively against something like that.
All right, got to leave it there. Iran's been hammered by the War Department. Now it looks like they're about to be hammered by the Treasury Department as well. General Jack Keane, always appreciate your insights. Thanks for joining us today.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.